it's your girl Danielle Nicole coming with a very highly requested video on how I edit my Instagram. I don't know how many times I've been getting this question on Instagram, so I thought I would share it with you guys. But before I get to the video, do me a favor and click the thumbs up if you like this video, and also don't forget to subscribe down below so that I can continue to make videos for you guys, as well as follow me on Instagram so that you can keep up with the fashion and tips and advice that I have. Alright, let's get on to the video. Alright you guys, so the first thing that I do is open up my phone, and as you see, the Joker is on there. It's one of my favorite movies. I go to my icons, and I have a folder called Instagram. And so what this folder does is that it has all of my apps in one place that I use to edit my photos. Now, I do not use all of these apps to edit every single photo. I use very specific ones for specific reasons. So I'm going to edit a selfie for you guys, and then I'm going to go back and edit a fashion photo so that you can see how I do both. But first, let's do the selfie. So the first thing that I do is I go into Lightroom. And what this app does is that no matter, even if you're in the best light, it just makes it 10 times better. So I would suggest you get Lightroom if you don't have it. But let's pick this photo here. This is a photo that I just uploaded recently on my Instagram. So the first thing that I do is I go down here to light. And you can adjust the exposure, the contrast, the highlights, shadows, whites, blacks. What I do is I don't even mess around with it. I just auto, and then I adjust it from there. So I just kind of want to bring it down a little bit, and the highlights look good, everything else looks good. So then I go to color, and this is where you're going to find temperature, tint, saturation. I do the same thing, so I go to as shot and I bring it to auto, and it kind of adjusts it to where it sees fit. So I mean, I'm going to bring the temperature down just a little bit, and that looks good. So not too much to do, so I'm going to hit this check mark up here, and it puts it into my library on Lightroom. And then I'm going to re-hit that photo and hit save. So save to camera roll, maximum available. And sorry guys, if you see me looking over here, it's because I'm looking at the phone, making sure it's going with what I'm saying. So let me exit out of here, and I'm going to go to VSCO Cam. Now, if you don't know about this app, I don't know where you've been. Every single Instagram person probably uses VSCO Cam. So their presets are amazing. So you see that I have this photo multiple times. Let me do a new one for you guys. The one that I just did. So I'm going to import it. And then what I do is that I pre-saved my edits on VSCO Cam, so that I can just quickly edit a photo to my Instagram. But I'll show you guys what those edits are. So a quick little tip here. These little 3 dots on the bottom, you're just going to press it. And let me select the photo first. So select your photo, press those 3 dots, and it says copy edits down here. And you're going to hit copy edits, and then press your new photo and hit paste edits, and it just quickly makes that photo the same as all the rest of the photos, so that you have a consistent feed, because having a theme on your Instagram is very important. So let me click that, and I'll show you guys what presets I have. So with VSCO Cam, you have free presets, and then you also have ones that you pay for. The one that I use, I paid for. You get every single preset that it has, and you only pay, I think it's $10 a year or something like that. So if you want to pay for it, you can. If not, I'll show you guys what's free on here. So All the A's are free, I think. Most of the A's are free. A lot of people use A6, or some people use A5 or A3. What else is on here? HB1 and HB2 are also free. And the M's, I think, are free. And then also S1 and 2 are free. And some people use those as well. But I use the J's. I like the J's. So I use J1. And it just makes the blacks blacker, the whites whiter. It takes out all the yellow, all the red tones, and it kind of mutes the color a little bit, and that's how I like my Instagram. My Instagram is a little moody, but that's how I like it. So I'm going to show you guys what I use. I use about anything between 7 and 8, depending on the photo. So I'm going to use like 7.5 right here. I'm going to say okay. And then you can go over here and you can do exposure, contrast, all of that. The exposure, I have it preset to -1 or -0.1. And that depends on the photo. Contrast, I have it at 0.5. Let's see. I always up the clarity. Just what clarity does is that it makes everything sharper, but a little bit more, like way more. So it makes everything just crisper and sharper and clean. Saturation, I always put the saturation down. And then last but not least, tint. I always have the tint up. And what it does, you can either make your photo really pink or really green. So I like to make it pink. And so I like to put it up to 3. And I hit save. And I'm going to hit these 3 dots. And I'm going to save to camera roll, actual size. Alrighty, now we're going to go to Photoshop Express. I only use one thing in this app, you guys. Like, so crazy. I think I paid for this app too. But I really like, what is it? Defog. I don't know what it does. I think it just makes everything crisper, but I like it. So I use it on every photo. And I put it up to about 25 to 30 depending on the photo, and I'll show you guys what it does. But that's before and that's after. So it kind of just makes it darker, I guess, but I like it. So let's save it. Okay, and then I'm pretty much almost done. The only thing I'm going to use next is Facetune. Okay. And Facetune, you can do a whole bunch of stuff in this app, but I only use a few things. So I'm going to open the photo that we're working on. That was the photo from before. So let's go to the smooth tool and zoom in on that face. And I don't do it too much, but just a little bit. So let's just tap, 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 tap. And we're just going to smooth everything out. But I don't want to do it too much because I still like texture. So that's before and then after. So it's just a little bit. I'm going to hit, oh, and I also like to smooth out my legs and arms sometimes because it can get a little grainy if the light's not right. So I just smooth that out a little bit. And second, I'm going to go into details. And then what this does is that it sharpens whatever you want to sharpen selectively. So I always sharpen my hair because it just makes it pop and makes it more shiny and just better. So I'm going to sharpen my hair. I'm going to sharpen my top. And then I go in always and I do my eyebrows a little bit just to make them look more like feathery, because that's just what I like. And then I zoom in and I do my lashes. So zoom in because I don't wear falsies, so it makes it stand out a little bit more. And I'll put it up a little bit, and it really makes my hair pop. So this is before, after, before, after, like amazeballs. Alrighty, and last but not least, the whiten tool. So let's open that up, and I'm gonna hit these walls back here. My walls are gray. I don't know if you can tell, but they're gray. So I just want to lighten them up a little bit. The whiten tool, and then I'm also doing my bed. And then, last but not least, what I like to do is I like to hit this highlight right here and make it highlight a little bit more. Because, yeah. Highlight my shoulders, highlight my collarbone. To make sure I'm glowing. And you can see before and after. So, before and after. And I hit OK. And then I am a little bit shiny on my forehead, so I'm going to try to get in here and mat this up a little bit because I'm a little shiny. Okay, so I hit OK. And I'm going to also hit it with this anti-glare because that didn't do enough, obviously. So it just helps it out. Okay. And you can tell the big difference. That's before and that's after. So now I'm going to save this. And last but not least, and the last app that I use is, I don't know if you can see, but there's some clothes on my bed, which I did not know at the time. So we're going to go into, Retouch. And what Retouch does is you can take things out of the photo that you don't want in the photo. So you go to Quick Repair and the Quick Brush. And I'm going to zoom in on those clothes and just highlight those clothes. And hopefully this works. Sometimes it works, sometimes. So there. There we go. So see, clothes are magically there and now they're not. There and now they're not. So now we save it. Save a copy. And then the last thing that I do is I go to Unum. And what Unum does is, I don't know if you can see, but these are like all the photos that I have posted on Instagram. And then you can put your picture next to everything and make sure that it fits with your story. So I always post my picture here first and make sure that everything fits. So that's good. And so now let's get into the fashion photo. And I do the same exact steps, but I just edit it a little bit different. So first we're going to go to Lightroom. I'm going to go to Camera Roll and try to find the photo that I want to edit. Okay, so I want to edit this fashion photo right here. So first thing, I'm going to go to Light again and hit Auto. And the light was pretty good that day, so there was nothing really needs to happen. Color, Auto. Okay, I'm going to hit OK. And then I hit Save. Alrighty. Now I'm going to go to VSCO and open that photo up. And this is why the saved presets are amazing, because I can just boop, copy edits, go here, and then paste them, and boom. It's already how I want it to be. And if I wanted to kind of edit them a little bit, then I can. Okay, so I'm going to just go in here. I want the exposure up on this photo. Contrast is fine. Saturation's fine. Maybe a little bit down. And the tint and everything is fine. Okay, so save. Alrighty, now I'm going to go to this one right here, close that out, open the photo I just saved, and defog again to about 25, and save that. And now I'm going to go to Facetune and open that photo, and then I'm going to come in here and smooth a little bit. You can see it's not, I mean, it's just like a little bit grainy, so I'm just smoothing that out a little bit. Alrighty. And then bring that down. Next, I'm going to go into details as before. But now, you see, I have a whole outfit. So I am going to make sure that this white lace shows up really well in the photo. And just go over that with the details tool. That's before and that's after. See that it really pops now. And same with my hair. Make sure my hair is popping along with the rings. Make sure my rings are popping, especially my wedding ring. Okay. And same thing, I have to zoom in here. And I'm just gonna pop that. Pop my eyebrows a little bit. And hit OK. And then, what I want to do, I'm going to go to whiten. I'm not going to whiten the lace because it'll look too weird. The lace is fine the way it is, but I do want to whiten the street. Because the street looks a little dingy. So I'm just going to come in here. Line this up. And that looks 10 times better. And I'm going to hit, actually, let me go in here. Hit this collarbone, hit this shoulder, hit this highlight. Yeah, so I look like a glowy goddess. Okay. Now, I do something a little bit different right now. What I'm going to do, because there's so much happening in the background, I do kind of want to make sure I'm standing out in the photo. So what I do is I go over here to, where is it? Tools and defocus. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit auto, because I'm lazy like that. And then I'm going to make sure all of this is defocused over here. Now I'm going to hit erase. And erase the stuff that I don't want to be defocused, because the auto went a little... I need to whiten that right there. I forgot that spot. The auto went a little crazy. So just make sure all of that. So you just want to make sure everything's like good, and this takes me a while to kind of get in here. And fix it. And I just keep going back and forth. Okay, and so the stuff that I want defocused is defocused, and the stuff that I want focused is focused. Pretty much good, so I'm going to take that down. I don't want it too much to where it looks weird. I just want it to look more into it. So that's without it and that's with it. So it just makes it look like I'm the focus of the picture, like the camera should be doing. So that's good. I like that. So I'm gonna hit OK. And then I forgot this spot right here, so I'm gonna go back and re-widen it. So hit OK, and so I pretty much like how the picture is right now. I'm just going to go into tools real quick though, because the color is just a little bit too much for me, so I'm going to bring it down a little bit. And that brings it down. And yeah, so I like the way that looks, so I'm going to hit OK, and I'm just going to show you guys really quick. That's what it looked like before, and then this is what it looks like after. Now I hit save. So, not that bad of a process. I mean, I have a lot of apps, but I told you I use very specific things in each app. So, that is the reason I would bring that photo to unum. I'm going to delete this one that I did earlier. And so this is what my Instagram looks like now. And then if I was to put a photo right here, that's what I'm looking at right now. So let's put that photo I just did. Done. And then I get to see if it aligns with my theme. Hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully you liked just seeing kind of the insider of how I do my pictures. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I will answer them. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram and put your Instagram handle, and I'll follow you as well. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Bye.